Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru,
ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ नानक होसी भी सच। मैं अंधुले की टेक तेरा नाम खुंदकारा, मैं गरीब मैं मस्कीन तेरा नाम है आधारा। वाहिगुरु साहिब जीओ, वाहिगुरु साहिब जी कृपा करनी महाराज, कृपा करनी महाराज। सासंग जी रल मिल के फतेह बुलानी जी। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। So today's we've been blessed again to do katha in English about Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Param Bani, the first Bani we read in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Tan Sri Japji Sahib. And in this last week we covered a cosmology. We went through Patala, Patal, Lak, Agasa, Agas. And obviously the videos are on YouTube so you can catch up. But this week Maharaj starts talking about, to the Siddhs, they ask him questions about the praise of Vaheguru. How do we find Vaheguru and what is the praise of that Vaheguru? So in this body, the 23rd body, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Salahi Salahi eti sutna paiya नदिया अते वाह वह समुद्र ना जानिए है समुद्र साह सुल्तान गिरहा से ती माल तन कीड़ी तुल ना होवनी जे तिस मनो ना बिसरे। सालाही सालाहे एती सुत ना पाया। So this body is quite interesting. There's about 3 or 4 translations of this body. So they're all very related, but they go through different meanings. So what we'll do is go through each one by one. We'll do some simran, and then we'll come back to the next one, just to relate them together. And a lot of this is from, if you go on YouTube, you can go on to Seek Inspiration, channel by Bhai Sukraj Singh from Leeds. He's doing Katha of Japji Sahib there as well. So I learned from him and I learned from other people. So, as I said, I'm not a Gyani. I have to basically research these topics. We're just arm sangat. So in this, the beginning of this conversation, basically, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is asked a question. The Siddh say to him, okay Guru Nanak Dev Ji, you told us in the last body, ki Nanak vadda aakhiye ape jane aap. The Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, I only say that you are big. You're the biggest. I have nothing else to say about you. You're just the greatest ever. So they say, if Vaheguru is so great, because you're talking about this one king, if this one Vaheguru is so great, why doesn't everybody in the world praise Vaheguru? We can ask ourselves that question sometimes when we're into Sikhi and we think, why don't our family get it? What's the reason that they are not also coming to Gurdwara and bowing down and saying, Maharaj, I'm yours? And in fact, this week I was at a program, I was doing Katha at this university, and sometimes you can say to the people that in our Panth, it's a bit of a shame, we haven't actually told people about Sikhi. But let's say people knew about Sikhi. Why would they still not praise? This is what the question they ask. Why don't people praise? Why is there this illusion that Vaheguru may not be true? So Maharaj says, Salahi Salahi. Salahi is praise. So the one who is worthy of praise, Salahi, is Vaheguru. Salahi and Salahi is the one whose praise is that Vaheguru. So people, the one who is worthy of praise, Salahi, is being praised, Salahi, are the people that praise that person, but eti surtna paiya. So people should praise the one who is worthy of praise, the only one, Waheguru. But some people haven't got this understanding. Eti surt means consciousness, na paiya. Some people did not understand that this is the person they should be praising. They got lost in the illusion. Why did they get that illusion? Why are they lost in that illusion? It's a good question to ask. Why is the illusion so mesmerizing that we forget that Waheguru made us and we should be praising Waheguru? And if you look at it from our point of view as human beings, we come into this world and Guru Sahib tells us in Anand Sahib that E Maya Mohini, in Et Parapulaya. This Maya is so Mohini, is so enticing, we can get lost in this illusion. We can forget that Waheguruji is watching us. Children, when they come into this world, they fall in love with their basic needs, the Maslow hierarchy. They first want food. Mala says in Gurbani, ki pehla pyar tan dudh. The baby comes into this world, and the first thing it wants is the mother's breast to have milk. Later on, it falls in love with its parents. Then it falls in love with its family. But in all this time, they say कि विसर गया है मरना. It's forgotten death and it's forgotten the one that made that person. And Sukhmani Sahib Maharaj says, "So क्यों विसर्जन सब कुछ दिया? Why do you forget the one who gave you everything?" But people don't get this consciousness. So somebody has to come and teach them. A guru has to come to teach that person. They get absorbed in life. They don't think about death. They don't think that this life is coming to an end. Kabirji tells us, the mother is happy when the birthday comes. She's happy. She doesn't realize every day we get further, we're dying. We can think of it as we're living, like our life is getting longer, but if you look at it from the other point of view, Maharaj has told us that we can't live any further past our breath. When the SARS finishes, we have to go. Say, Maharaj says ki, kis naal kije dosti, sab jag chalanhar. Everybody is going to go, but the problem is we think we make friends with our family and everybody else, but they're all going to leave. But we forget death. We really, really do. And Maharaj again and again in his path tells us, ki pehla maran kabool. First accept that death is coming your way, then Jivan ki chhad aas. Leave the desire to live. So here, Maharaj is telling us that we've forgotten. We've forgotten that we're going to die. We've forgotten that there's one person who's giving us everybody. Sabna jiyan ka ik data, so main visar na jai. We beg Guruji, don't let me forget that you're the one. There's only one person giving me everything, but we forget. So, how is this? A good example that Maharaj says in the next line, Maharaj says, Nadiya ate vaha pavai samund na janiye. So an example of this, of people forgetting, is just like Nadi. Nadiya are streams, vaha are also rivers. So streams and rivers, and samund is the ocean. So just like rivers and streams don't realize that they are going into the ocean. They're going to fall into the ocean and they're not going to be able to pull themselves out of the ocean. So we, as human beings, we are flowing into this Maya, this worldly ocean of Maya. And just like we think we can get out of it, but it's a slippery slope. Just like that river is going down that slippery slope. And it's going to fall into that Maya. The ocean here is Maya for a second. And in this ocean, we can't pull ourselves out. Nadiya ate vaha pavai samund. They fall into the samund, but they can't pull themselves out. Na janiye. They don't know how to get out of that samund. So Maya is that lethal. If we give into it, it can trap us, and then we don't know how to get out. So just like the people who are caught in Maya, haven't a clue how to go about pulling themselves out. You know, sometimes you meet somebody, like you go and do a talk, like for example, sometimes it's hard to do a talk about Sikhi, because the people you're talking to live on another planet. They don't live on the planet of Sikhi. They don't know anything. I went to Cranford School once, not far from here, and the people I was talking to, it was not going in. They are Punjabi kids from Sikh families, and they were only interested in going out in the evening, getting drunk, or whatever they were. They were not able to absorb what the knowledge, what I was trying to tell them about Sikhi, because it's another planet. they are trapped in Maya, they cannot see, they're not even hearing you. You're talking about why Guruji made you, the one creator. What they're hearing is Pag, Dadi. They're not hearing anything. They're thinking, I can't do this. I want to do what I want to do. So they haven't even opened their ears and listened. So they don't even have the surt of listening. Like in Japji Sahib later on, we'll come to Akhan Jor, Chupe na Jor, Jor na Mangan, De na Jor, Jor na Jivan, Mar na Jor, Jor na Raj, Mal, Mansoor. Then Jor na Surti, Gyan Vichar. You haven't got the strength, you haven't got the power to even vichar on Gyan. That comes from Waheguru. That's also the hukum. People are trapped in the hukum so much that they can't even do the vichar of this Gyan that's coming to them. And you can tell that yourself. You can go away from here, talk to 10 people, and the proof will be there. Some of them will not be listening. They won't be listening to this Gyan, but this is the most important knowledge. But Paver Samund, na janiye. They don't know they're going to fall into this worldly ocean, and we start it very early as kids. We get given this work hard, go to university. All this prachar of Maya is drummed into us by everybody around us. They're doing prachar of Maya, we're doing prachar of the one who's going to take us out of Maya. But this prachar here for 1.5 hours or 1 hour 15 minutes in a week, if that's the only English prachar you hear, it's not going to be enough to pull you out of this Maya jal. Because the whole week, Maya prachar is being done by the whole of society. So, Paver Samund na janiye. So we need someone to teach us. Like a Gurbani it says, Bhule marag jine bataya, aisa gur vadpagi paya. That this lost road that we've forgotten about, we don't know how to get out. Who gives us that? Waheguruji gives us that. Then, because they don't know their final destination, so they fall into Maya and they're absorbed. You can't get them out. Then, Maharaj says, Samund Saha Sultan. So in this translation, the first one, that the worldly ocean, this Samundar, this time it's the worldly ocean, it's kings and emperors are inside that as well. Kings and emperors, like for example, we are humans. We are the kings of all the creation. And also rich people, they chase wealth. Everybody's chasing wealth. So Samundar, Saha Sultan, they're inside that. But Girha Seti Maltan. Girha over here can be translated to mean their bachan, their words, the things that they do. And Seti is with Maltan, wealth. So they use all their strengths, all their efforts to only make money. The translation up there probably isn't matching what I'm talking about, so you might as well listen because we're going to get to that one. So basically, Samundar Saha Sultan, Girha Seti Malatan can mean that people, us human beings and also rich people, everybody's basically using all their efforts to get money. Malatan, that's the aim. Everything they're using, their girha to get maltan. And then Maharaj says, Kidi tulna hovni, jetis mano na visre. In this translation, Kidi always means ant, an ant. And tul is the worth, like you know the tulna, it means worth. Jetis mano na visre. Maharaj says, if those people who are chasing money, if those people who have gone after Maya, the reason those people don't remember Waheguru is because they're trapped in Maya. And the problem is, once they go down this Maya road, they will not be able to be worth even an ant. Because they can't forget Maya. Mano na visre. They cannot forget Maya. It's going to be different. So therefore they're trapped in this Maya jal so much, and they're not going to be worth even an ant. In the next world, if we were going to get some kind of weighing by Waheguru, at that point all the money they chased, everything they chased is going to be worth nothing. It's all kaf, grass. But we made it worth so much. Like it says in Gurbani ki heere jaisa janam hai, kodi badle jaye. You have a diamond of a life, and you have a diamond of a guru. You have jewels. Maharaj says ki in Gurbani, Gur ka shabad ratan hai. Heere je chada. The Guru's word is a diamond. Our life is a diamond. But what do we swap it for? What do we trade it for? We trade it for nothing. Kodi. Little shells. Shells of seashells that come for free from the sea. That's what we swap it for, because we chase Maya. They're not even equal to an ant. So then the Siddh say, Ki, okay, tell me this. If the people that plays Waheguru and they come outside this Maya Jal, do they ever realize then the extent of Waheguru? Like we think about in the previous line, we said Ki, we can never find the end of Waheguru. The patala patal lakh agasa agas. Odak odak pal take ved kehne ke baad. You will get tired, it says, you will never find the end. The Vedas say you will get tired, you will never find the end of Waheguru. So they say the people that praise Waheguru, will they find Waheguru? And Guru Sahib goes back. So before we start, we'll just do a bit of Simran and we'll do the next translation. So this time we can think of ourselves. Say, do we think we are those people that are trapped in Maya Jal? Do we think that we need to pull ourselves out and forget Maya and remember Waheguru? Like we say, Tudh chit aave maha ananda. When I remember you, I'm in bliss. Jis visre, so mar jai. The one who forgets you might as well be dead because they're trapped in Maya.
Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru,
So this name, Mara says, Prabhupada Simran Sabte Ucha. Sabto Ucha, this thing we're saying now, this is the greatest thing we can do, but who says it? Sometimes we sit in a Sangat and our mind is not concentrating on saying it. So Manas tells us this, the way to say it. Manas says, first start off by inside you, Antar Guru Aradhana. Love Guru inside, Jihva Jap Guru Naam. With your tongue, say Waheguru, say this name. Then, Netri Satguru Pekhana. Look at your Guru. If you can see Guru here, look at Guru here. Then, think of Guru. Close your eyes, think of Guruji. Guru ki Murat man mein dhyan. And then, Sravani Sunna Gurna. Open your ears and really listen to these words. Don't let your mind wander off. Keep it tied. Keep it tied into this. So then, in this, the Siddh say to Guruji, Guruji, you're telling us about these people that are trapped in Maya. But what about the people now that actually aren't trapped in Maya? The ones that are saying Waheguru. Do they ever realize Waheguru? And Guru Sahib starts off, same thing. They start saying, Salahi, Salahi. So, again, here, Waheguru, who is worthy of praise, is praised by many people. Loads of people across the world praise Waheguru. As we said, ki, asank jap, asank pao. Millions of people. But Waheguru is so amazing, eti surt na paiya. Waheguru is so amazing, Waheguru is beyant. So therefore no one who has ever praised Waheguru has ever realized the full extent of Waheguru. Waheguru is beyant. No one can ever know the limits of even their praise. Let alone about limits of Waheguru, even their praise cannot be counted. So then they say, give us an example. What do you mean? And they say, Nadiya ate vaha paveh samund na jani hai. So now Maharaj says, think about the rivers. The rivers, they flow towards the ocean. And once they merge into the ocean, they become one with the ocean. But they never realize how big the ocean is. Because they're always just rivers and streams. They become one with Waheguru, but they don't realize how big Waheguru is. So our aim in life, Maharaj tells us again and again, is to become one with Waheguru. It's an amazing idea. But even when we reach that situation, we'll still be saying the same lines. When Maharaj became one with Waheguru, even they said, I don't know how big Waheguru is. So in this, like for example, during this week, one of the hukumnamas that came over here was ki Nanak leen payo gobind syon, jo pani sang pani. That Waheguru, Guru Nanak Ji is saying, I have become one with Waheguru. I have become absorbed into Waheguru. Main leen ho gaya. How? Like jal, jo pani, sang pani. When water and water became one, I became one. Not me. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. So Maharaj says it becomes impossible to distinguish between water and water. The streams flow into the oceans, the samund, which is Waheguru here, but they cannot realize how big Waheguru is. So, as in Sukhmani Sahib says as well, Jo jal mein jal aaye katana, tyo jyoti sang jyot samana. So our light becomes one with Waheguru, just like water becomes one with water. So then they say, okay, but explain one thing to me. Samundar Saha Sultan, Maharaj says ki that Samundar is that Saha Sultan. That is that true king, the true emperor. And we should keep on praising that Waheguru. But Girha Seti Maltan, those people, they don't get caught up in this Maya Jal. The praises of Waheguru, they're so good at praising Waheguru, they become one with Waheguru, they don't get trapped in this worldly ocean, because although they're the true kings, Guru Sahib says in Jap Sahib later on, ki jisno bakshe se pasalaha nanak pashahi pashaha. The true person, the true king in mankind is that person who is blessed with the praise of Waheguru. So if we say Waheguru once, effectively we're worth, if a king never says Waheguru and a Sikh says Waheguru, in the court of Waheguru, that Sikh is gone up and the king is gone nowhere. Yeah? So Maharaj is saying here, Samundar Saha Sultan. The praises of Waheguru become the true kings upon this planet. And their actions, Girha, again over here, is about their words and their bachan. And in this one, with Malatan. That Girha Seti Malatan, they are not worried about wealth. Why? Because money comes after them. Guru Sahib tells us, when you go down Sikhi, money will follow you. When you go down Sikhi, more problems will come your way to test you. Because this path is Maharaj is trying to test everybody. This game of Kam, Krodh, Loma, Ahankar, we talked about why is this game made, why is Maya made. It says in Gurbani that Waheguru likes this game. Waheguru really wants us to battle. You know, we want to be spiritual warriors. Maharaj wants us to be the warriors and pass this test. To value Waheguru more than everything else. But the thing is, a mental battle. So Maharaj wants us to be that Khalsa, and one meaning of Khalsa is to become Khalis, to become free. He's broken the bonds of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. So Maya can't touch that person who goes down that route and holds on to Guruji. So they're the true kings, but wealth comes after them. But they're not worried. The small tan, his money, is following them. But they just stick to what they're supposed to do. They keep on praising Waheguru. And then Maharaj says, Ki, what happens next then? Kidi tul na hovni, jetis mano na visre. Here, kidi tul can mean that they don't even see themselves as equal to an ant. You see, by praising Waheguru and realizing how big Waheguru is that ocean, they realize how small they are. And Simran makes you do that. When you have that experience of how great Waheguru is, you realize you're nobody. No matter how much you value yourself outside, this, in reality, the sachai jab dishti hai, you realize, kidi to na hovni. So they don't know anything, they have no pride, and they do not forget Waheguru. Jetis manona visre. If they never forget Waheguru, they achieve this state, which is kidi to na hovni. They see themselves as nothing. And in Gurbani it says, Apas ko jo pala kahave, tise palai nikat na ave. If you call yourself good, goodness doesn't come near you. But Apas ko jo jane nicha, so ganiye sabte ucha. The person who sees himself as the lowest person, or sees herself as the lowest person, that person is the highest of all. So Guru Sahib is twisted. You know, we value people who are go-getters and they get out there and they say, I'm the best. All our politicians, they'll tell you, I'm the best guy to run the country. Really, as a politician, stood up and said, I might not be the best guy. You know, but I'll give my best shot. We don't try. Unfortunately, society, the way that the polls work, we want people to lie to us. We want them, otherwise, if they told the truth, we wouldn't even elect them. Somebody got up and said, I'm actually not a really good person, but, you know, I'll work really hard and I'll try my best. No one would work for that person. The person who said, he's useless, I'm the best, we work for them. So this is the way that the Maya Jal is so good at society convincing us. So Maharaj says here that Kidi Tulna Hovani. They don't see themselves as worth anything, J, if they never forget Waheguru. J Tisa Mano Navisre. Then the saints, the Siddhs, they ask Guruji, okay, you explain me this. But there is one other translation of this line, is Kidi Tulna Hovani Mano Navisre, which is that those saints, those holy people who we're talking about, they praise Waheguru all the time. We realize they never reach the end of Waheguru, but they do get absorbed in Waheguru, just like Nadiyan Ate Vaha. They get joined in Waheguru, but if that Samundar is Waheguru, Samundar Saha Sultan, here we're saying that not the people, the saints aren't the kings among kings, they are, but this time the saints, they realize that Waheguru is a true king. Samundar Saha Sultan. That Waheguru is a true king and true emperor. However, Maharaj says here, listen, if people outside have money, Girha Seti Maltan. If there are people, and here Girha can mean mountains. If there are people who've got mountains of money, Maltan, Inna Mal, Inna Tan, that they've got Girha, mountains of them, even then, Kidi Tulna Hovani, Jetis Manuna Visre. Those kings and those emperors who think they're the true kings, who are not really the true king, if they think that they are amazing, they're not even worth an ant. Jetis Manuna Visre. If that ant does not forget Waheguru. The ant here is that Bhagat we just talked about. The Bhagat who sees himself as the ant, he's the ant Maharaj is referring to. And here's a story here, which is interesting because Guru Ram Das Ji, whose the Prakash Divas is coming up. Now Guru Ram Das Ji was famous for the humility. There was a story once when Baba Sri Chand came to see them. And Baba Sri Chand, who's the son of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, was still alive. And now Bhai Jetha Ji had become Guru Ram Das Ji. This is the story, it's next story actually. I was going to go to the previous one. But at this point, Baba Sri Chand comes to see them and they laugh at Guru Ram Das Ji. They laugh at them because with this Toom Tam, with great celebration, they welcome Guru Baba Sri Chand. But when he turns up, you know, Guru Ram Das Ji is famous for having a very long dadi. And he laughed at Guru Ram Das. He goes, what's this dadi? You've got this massive long dadi. What's the point of this dadi? Like sometimes you see some things on the, you know, like you see some things that have got really long dadis. And I'm sure the Westerners are thinking, Bichara, what a shame. And they said to Guru Ram Das Ji, what's the point of this big dadi? What are you doing with it? And Guru Ram Das Ji, they said, I've got this long dadi to clean the feet of Mahapurukhs like you. That's why I carry this dadi. They showed how humble they were. And Baba Sri Chand realized that he is laughing at a sant. He's laughing at the embodiment of Akal Purkh Waheguru on this earth. And the Akal Purkh Waheguru's embodiment sees himself as a kiri. And then he realized why he's so big, and then he said, that's why you're sitting on that seat, as the seat of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and I'm not. Because he didn't get the seat. But on this, Kiri to Nahovani, there's another story. Quickly do it. It's a beautiful story. You know in Rehra Sahib, they say, Har ke jan Satguru Satpurkha, Bino Guru Gur Pas. There's a story behind that Shabad. And the story is this, that when Bhai Jetha Ji was not yet married, they were doing seva with Guru Ramdas, with Guru Amar Das Ji. They were doing a lot of seva. They were born, but they were orphaned from a very young age. And when they met Guru Amar Das Ji, they said, I want to be your Sikh and do your seva. When they were doing seva, and they got, obviously they were older, they were, of marriageable age. At the same time, Bibi Pani, the daughter of Guru Amar Das Ji, she was also of marriageable age. And Mata Kivi, the wife of Guru Amar Das Ji, the only woman to be mentioned by name in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, she said to Guru Amar Das Ji, our daughter's become of marriageable age, we should get her married off. And at that time they were doing seva, they were building, like they were doing Ramdas Sarovar, sorry not Ramdas Sarovar, but they were doing, like in Guru Amar Das Ji made many Gurdwara. So Guru Ram Das Ji, Bhai Jetha Ji was doing seva. And Guru Amar Das Ji says to his wife, he said, Mata Kiri, what kind of person do you want this guy to marry, our daughter to marry? And she saw Bhai Jetha Ji, she knew him. She said, someone like him would be good, because he was such a good Sikh. She said, someone like him would be good. And Guru Amar Das Ji said, well, there's no one else like him. It'll have to be him. Because there was no one else like Bhai Jetha Ji. At that time, Bhai Jetha Ji had become such a he'd become total embodiment of Guru Amar Das Ji basically. He's become his full Sikh. Like Guru says, my Sikh is like my own form. He'd become totally one with Guru Amar Das Ji. But he wasn't Pargat yet. He hadn't become Guru Ram Das Ji. So then, Bhai Jetha Ji was then married off to Bibi Pani because of Mata Kivi Ji's request. So on the wedding day, Guru Amar Das Ji said to Bhai Jetha Ji, because he wasn't yet Guru, they said, there's a rewaz that I have to give you a gift. You married my daughter. He goes, what do you want? I'll give you a boon. Whatever you want, ask for it. It's for yours. That's when Guruji said this Shabad. Har ke jan Satgur Satpurkha Bino Karo Gur Pas. Bino is a benti. He said, I am your servant, Har ke jan. I'm your servant, I'm the servant of Waheguru, Satgur Satpurkha. You are the Satguru. You are the Guru of truth. You are the true being. You are the true being on this planet. You've become one with Waheguru. Bino Karo Gur Pas. I do a benti to my Guru. Ham Kire Kiram Satguru Sarnai. I am just a little worm. I'm an ant. Ham Kire, the same Kiri. Ham Kire Kiram Satguru Sarnai. I've come to your Sharan. Kardaya Naam Pargas. Have mercy upon me. Have compassion on me. Give me Naam. Mere meet Gurudev Moko Ram Naam Pargas. Oh my beloved Guru, my friend, my Guru Dev, who is the embodiment of light, give me Ram Naam Pargas. Make me, that inside me, the Naam is then shining. Make me one with the Naam. Gurmat Naam Mere Pran Sakhai. With the Guru's wisdom, the Guru's teachings, let the Naam be the support of my breath. Basically means every breath, let me say the Naam. Gurmat Naam Mere Pran Sakhai. Har Kirat Hamri Rehras. Rehra Sahib is a word that comes from this. Har Kirat. The praise of Waheguru, Har Kirat Hamri Rehras. Rehras means this is the support on my journey. If I was to go on a long journey, I'd take my wallet with me, take my MasterCard, I'd take all my food, everything else. Mara says, on this journey to Waheguru, carry this one thing. Har Kirat Hamri Rehras. This is what's going to support me. most devoted servant was Guru Arjan Dev Ji. That's what they said, Khoob, 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 Devona. Like how much more could they keep on saying? They could have written it like Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, Tu hi, tu hi, tu hi, tu hi. They probably could have gone like Khoob, Khoob for 16,000 times, and even then it wouldn't be enough. Maharaj is saying, this is, and Guru Ram Das Ji, not only was he totally devoted to Guru Amar Das Ji, but also they knew what the value of things were. They weren't lost. They weren't confused about what the value of things were. If they were offered a boon, what did they ask for? Now. He said, Maharaj, give me that now. The best thing to ask for. So, the Siddhs now, we understand. Ki Maharaj is saying ki, those people, Kidi to na hovani, jetis manana visri. Those Kidis, those true Bhagats, they don't forget Waheguru even for 1 second. They want to stay, Gurmat naam mere pran sakhai. Har kirat hamri ras. That let Waheguru's name be on my breath. And one way when we say Waheguru, there is a way of saying Waheguru with our breath. Because there's 2 parts to it. Waheguru. Waheguru. We can do it with our breath. We can put it inside our breath and it becomes Sas, Sas, Simran. Sas, Sas, every breath. In the morning, you know, the good thing about the Amrit Vela here is they do many styles. They do slow, they'll do fast, they'll do swas, they'll stop the vajra. Because something might work for somebody, something might work for somebody else. The point is to connect. Now when we're going to do the Simran later on, the Kirtan later on, try to bear that in mind. That we are here to connect. We are not here, I'm not here to just do a performance of Katha. And these guys aren't here to perform Kirtan. What we are here, we are all here to connect to our Creator. That's the purpose of this. So when we start doing Simran, you might get scared because the greatness of what we're embarking upon is to connect to our God. That's the greatness of it. And it scares people. But do not be afraid. Waheguru is inside you. You take Him everywhere you go. So just jump. Just jump and Guruji will catch you. So the Siddhs ask these people, they say, okay, so we should praise Waheguru. But for how long should we praise Waheguru? Should we stop? At which point? What is enough? We might ask ourselves, how much part should I do? How much Simran should I do? You know, we get asked that sometimes of people, you do talks, they go, but what time did you wake up? How much part should I do? So this is the question they're being asked. And Guru Sahib says, Salahi Salahe Eti Sutna Paya. Keep on praising. The one who's worthy of praise, that's Salahi, Onu Salai Karija. Keep on praising. Salah, Salah. Keep on doing Salah until you get that surt. Until you realize Waheguru, Salahi Salahe Eti Sutna Paya. Until you achieve that surt, that you are one with Waheguru, that your Atma is the same as Waheguru, don't stop. Keep going. Like Kabir Ji says, ki tu karta tu hua, mujh mein rehna hu. Keep praising Waheguru, keep saying Waheguru until you become one with Waheguru. They say, just like Nadiyan ate vaha paveh samund na janiye. Just like those rivers and those streams, they flow into the ocean, but they don't stop. See, they know where they're going, they have to go down. Gravity takes them down. But they don't stop. You never heard of a river stopping halfway and giving up. They always find a way. Look at the Grand Canyon. When I was researching about the cosmology, one of the reasons that they worked out the planet was not only 6,000 years ago, as per the Bible, was because the Grand Canyon has rivers inside it which grind down to the rock. And they can measure the rent of that, the time of that erosion. It didn't make any sense. In 6,000 years, the river went from the top to the bottom. It would have taken millions of years. So the same way rivers never stop, they just keep going, they keep wearing down the mountain. They keep getting down there. Same way we should never stop on the way to Waheguru. Just keep going. And then Maharaj says ki Samundra Saha Sultan. That Waheguru is a true ocean that we're trying to get to. Samundra Saha Sultan. Like we said, he Sache Pasha. Waheguru is Sache Pasha. Then they keep on praising Waheguru. Girha Seti Malatan. Even though in the way there are mountains. Girha is mountains. Even though in the way there will be mountains. And even in the way they will have to, other things will come in the way. But they keep on going. Because with this effort, Seti Malatan, they are going to get what they were going to get given anyway. The true tan of this world. Like for example, when we do seva or we do when we go out and do prachar or seva or kirtan, you know, your family thinks, what are you doing? Shooting your kirt kamai. Yeah? We say, but who's going to do the prachar? If we don't go and talk to people about Sikhi, How are they going to find out? If everybody said, I'm just going to do Kirt Kamai, who's going to do the teaching about Sikhi? Who's going to do the Kirtanis? So somebody has to make money somehow. And Maharaj is saying that those people who praise Waheguru, they don't worry about money. Because they know that with their udam, with the udam that they're going to keep on praising Waheguru, they will wear down the mountains. And along with their effort will come Maltan anyway. They don't worry about it. Because they go, I'm just going to keep on going. And there's a Shabad by Kabirji, like last year in November time, when I went to this school to do a talk. And it was really depressing. Like it was really depressing because the kids didn't know anything about Sikhi. And all the people of other faiths knew more about Sikhi than the Sikh kids. And I was like, I came home and I was like, what is going on? Because in 2000, when we started in the camps, we thought, things are going to get bigger. But society doesn't stop, see? And the kids that don't get prachar, they don't hear about it. In this Gurdwara, in every Gurdwara, hardly anything for the youth. So at that point, did a Hukamnama, and the Hukamnama came from Kabirji. Kabirji said, and I haven't got the exact book, what they said is, Kabirji is given up spinning cotton. Kabir ne chhadta, kapde pane, kapde banane. And Kabirji's grandmother, the mother is worried about her grandkids. Kabirji says that my mom is moaning, who's going to feed my grandkids? Tu kam chhadta apna. And Kabirji says, whatever Waheguru gives me will be enough. So Maharaj Kirpa, since then, we just been focusing on prachar. Karwale tang kar dene waise bhi. But it's alright, because the point is that this thing now, in our panth, we're at battle end. We're at the sharp end of a battle, we can't see the battle. Things are really bad in our panth. People don't know anything about Sikhi out there. I mean, I went to universities in that time, videos online. People don't know A, B, C, D of Sikhi because they haven't been taught it from a young age. Let alone they know that they have to do their bhakti. They can't even read Mool Mantra in the original. You listen to some of the ardasas by somebody, they're reading it from a paper, and it just sounds like my 4-year-old son can do ardas better than that because we haven't taught them from a young age. The thing is, Sikhi, Maharaj says that Bal, Jwani, or Birdpun, Teen Avastha Jan. That young age, Bal, Jawani, what we're hearing, what most of us are in, and Birdpun, old. These 3 stages, childhood, adulthood, and old personhood, Teen Avastha Jan. Guru Tegh Bahadur says that without this Har Bhajan, Birtha Sabhiman. That Sikhi is not just for the adults or for the old people. Every single stage of our life, we should be connecting to Waheguru. We've got to say this name. Khoob, 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 Khoob. This name is so amazing. We have to do it. So, as they say here, that the Bhagats, they just keep on praising Waheguru. And if you look at the people that actually do it, like Baba Harnam Singh for example, he never had to do anything. They actually stopped. They kept people saying, do it, do it, do it. Even yesterday we went to meet Baba Joginder Singh, who's the head of the Buddha Dal. So he's effectively the most senior Nihang Singh in the whole planet. Because Buddha Dal is I met him, I was like, wow. And he just said, Karu, don't worry about it. You have to set up organizations. You have to go and do things full time because you can't do things part time in this month anymore. So we set up our charity, and the whole point of this, what we're doing now, we're going to take this international. Wherever we go, it's going to be based on Sikhi. Until every kid in this country can tell you what the Mool Mantra means, we're not going to stop. Salahi, Salahi, Eti, Surt na Paya. Everybody should have that Surt of Gurbani. If the kids can't talk about Mool Mantra and about who made the Guru, what is the point of the Sikh being Amritari Khalsa? Might as well forget it. Because Ma says, Khalsa mero roop hai khas. Guruji wouldn't have stopped. They would have kept going. So, Maharaj says in this next line, they say, okay, Kiri tulna hovni, jetis marana visre. These people who keep on praising Waheguru, who don't stop until they get that surt, what did they do? Maharaj says, they don't have any ego. They don't see themselves as important. They're not important. Their family is not important because they don't forget Waheguru for one instant. They realize, only thing that's going to go with me is that naam. As I say, we did Kirtan of that Shabd before. Ki bin har naam ko mitra nahi. Without this naam, there is no friend. This is what's going to go with us. So we'll finish off this Shabad now. Khub Tero now. Because the next part of this, we're going to look at the Islamic angle of this Shabad. When it says Naam Bina Sab Duniya Chhal. The whole world is just ashes without that Naam.
अचरज तेरी कुदरत के कदम सलाह वाहे गुरु कदम सलाह वाहे गुरु अचरज तेरी कुदरत के कदम गनीब तेरी सिफ़त सच्चे बादशाह गनीब तेरी सिफ़त सच्चे बादशाह दरिया कर रहे खुदाए वाहे गुरु दरिया कर रहे खुदाए गरीब निवाज दिन रैन पे आए गरीब निवाज दिन रैन पे आए गरीब निवाज दिन रैन पे आए झूठ 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 दुनी गुमा मेहरबान वाहे गुरु वाहे नानक को खुद खस्म वाहे गुरु नानक को खुद खस्म मेहरबान वाहे गुरु वाहे गुरु अल्लाह न बिसरे दिल जी पुराण अल्लाह न बिसरे दिल जी पुराण अल्लाह न बिसरे अल्लाह न बिसरे दिल जी पुराण अल्लाह न बिसरे दिल जी पुराण अल्लाह न बिसरे दिल जी पुराण तेरा नाम श्वास श्वास जपिए तेरा नाम श्वास श्वास जपिए वाहिगुरु वाहिगुरु
We sang the Shabad We said, Balihari Guryapane Sad Sad Kurbana Naam na Visro Ik Khinachasa Ehe DJ Dana. Waheguru, please give me this gift. Oh Guruji, give me this gift. I'm a sacrifice to you. Let me not forget that name just for even 1 second. This is what this line is talking about. You see right at the end. Kidi to na hovani, jetis manuna visre. Everything that we do in this life is not worth if we just didn't forget the now. If we just didn't forget the now, even if we had no friends, no one liked to talk to us, we had no money, even then, Maharaj says, even then you would still be the King of Kings if you just kept the name close to you. So, when we're looking at this, the Shabad we read now, Khub Khub, at the last line Maharaj says, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj says, Nanak ko khud khasam vehman. The Waheguru themselves, the true, my husband, Lord, my master, has been gracious on him. Nanak ko khud khasam meherwan, Allo na visre dil ji paran. Let me never forget. If you're going to give me something, give me this gift, let me never forget Waheguru or Allah. And He is Dil Ji Paran. He's from my heart, He and my inside, He's the actual, everything of mine is Waheguru. He is the breath of my life, He is my life. Khalsa mere jaan ki jaan, Khalsa mera pind paran, same pran, this is the breath. Maharaj is saying, marry your breath to the name. If there was a wedding going to take place, it's your breath on one side and Waheguru's name on the other side. Join them up. Do that marriage and your life will be suffered, Guruji is telling us. Now talking about Allah, you see Gurbani speaks to both sides. On the one side we had the south of India and the west of India, it was all the Hindus. And on the east, where Maharaj on the west, was all the Mughal kingdoms. And Guru Sahib went everywhere. Last party we talked about Patala, Patala, Agasa, Agas. We said that they spoke this party in Baghdad as well, when they're having that conversation with the Muslims, with Pir Dastagir. Now this word Salaha is actually an Islamic word. Salaha means to pray and praise. This word Salaha means prayer. And in fact it's one of the 5 pillars of Islam. If you, because Ramkar teaches, Ari is a teacher, he knows this. Yeah? That this is one of the 5 pillars of Islam is Salah or Salat, some people pronounce it as a T. So this whole body could make a totally different meaning if he said, let's look westwards. Because here Maharaj is saying Salahi Salahi. Oh, you might do your ritual prayer, Panj Baniya, we do it, or as they said, Panj Namaz. You might do these Panj Namaz. You wash your hands beforehand, you have to do it at the right time, otherwise it's not worthy, it's not cancelled. Maharaj saying it doesn't work that way. Salahi Salahi eti surt na paiya. You didn't get this surt, that the point is to become one with Waheguru. The point is not to just spend your day having done your 5 prayers at the right time and you start thinking, I've done the right job, Waheguru will be happy with me. Maharaj saying that's not the point. Salahi Salahi, praise that Waheguru, but your prayers, you praise Waheguru with your prayers, but you didn't get this surt, that you're supposed to connect to Waheguru. Because I told you about that school in Cranford. The funny thing was, when I was talking to the, because I had to talk to everybody in the 6th form, or in groups, when I spoke to the Muslim girls, and I said, you know, Guruji tells us that at the top of our head, it's Dasam Dwar, and we're supposed to connect to Waheguru. And I was like, and you've got one too. They looked at me like I was, you know, an alien. And I was like, you've all got this thing at the top of your head. It's called Dasam Dwar, and we can all connect to our God. You don't have to become a Sikh. You can just do your tasbih, the 99 names of Allah. You can connect to God, mystically. And they looked at me like I was off from another planet. Because that's not what we're supposed to do. We're just praising God from afar. God's not here. So God is here, He's inside you, you can connect. But all sud, they haven't got that sud. And the funny thing is Bhai Nandlal Ji talks a lot about this famous Muslim Sufi. Just a minute ago I had his name. I lost it now. So this famous Sufi, he picked up his coat. He was having a debate and he said, underneath this coat, there's nothing but God. Yeah? He made a big mistake by saying that because they killed him. They go, that is sacrilege. God is not underneath your coat. Yeah? God is not in this world. God can see everything, but God's not in this world. Oh, Bichara, he laughs about him. because he got killed by saying the truth. I think his name is Mahbub. And he said this and he was killed. So they haven't got this surt, you see, because even ourselves, sometimes we can be doing our part, but we forget. We're supposed to connect to God. Don't forget, the point of this is to connect. It's not to sit here and go home thinking, I've done a good thing, I've done my part, I've done my Japji Sahib, I've done my job Sahib, I've got my Rera Sahib Khan, I'm great. No. Salahi salahe iti surt na paiya. Because what is that surt? We need Nadiya ate vaha pavai samund na janiye. Maharaj is telling you, in this Bani, in this, if you apply to Islam, actually, Prophet Muhammad said something to the Muslims. He said that your 5 prayers are like 5 baths every day. They said, if a river was outside your house and you dipped in it 5 times, would you be dirty? They said, obviously not. Would you be dirty? No, you'd be clean. So what they're saying is, Nadiya ate vaha. You bathe in the rivers, Nadiya ate vaha, pavai samund na janiye. But you don't go into that ocean, which is Waheguru. You see? You're sticking in your little rivers. You didn't go into the big thing that you were meant to do. Nadiya ate vaha, pavai samund na janiye. Samund Saha Sultan. What is that Samund? That's the true king. Samund Saha Sultan. That is the true king, the Sache Pasha, that we're supposed to go and connect to. And Maharaj says ki Kidi Tulna Hovani. Girha Seti Maltan. Now here Girha can also become Girhi. Girhi means grist. See? So Maharaj is saying that the people who praise Waheguru, Girha Seti Maltan. If you go down this path of praising Waheguru, but Guru is telling us to live in the grist, Girha Seti Maltan. We have to live in grist. And we have to live with mal and tan. We have to have money, we have to earn, right? And we have to have houses. So the problem is that this Maya Jal is being created. But Guru Sahib is saying, stay in that Jal. Don't leave it. But Waheguru is the king, but for the good sake, we have to stay inside that Jal. In some Semitic religions, for example, like especially Christianity, they say, leave the world, go and become a monk. And we're not supposed to do that. In Sikhi, we don't have this monasticism, we don't have the idea that somebody who's doing seva, the Gurdwara, should not be married. There's some parts people do say that to Pyongam, but generally, marriage is okay. But Guru Sahib was married. But Kiri Tulna Hovani, Chetis Maruna Visre. That person, the true action of the person who falls into that ocean, who lives in the world, but at all times remembers Waheguru. That person, he says that all your prayers, everything you're doing, all these ritual actions, they're not even equal to an ant if compared to the person who doesn't forget Waheguru. So they're comparing the two. They say, look, you don't know that you're supposed to go and join with Waheguru. Many people out there will meet in the world, even Sikhs will tell you, well, just go to Gurdwara every Sunday, have langar, go home. What else is there? Maharaj says, Suniya, Maniya, Man Kita Pao, Antargat Tirath Mana. Wash yourself inside. The big job is when you start getting into Sikhi. Before you getting into Sikhi, it's easy. Just come to Gurdwara, have prasad, go home. Once in a while have langar, and then just say I'm a Sikh. That's easy. When you get into Sikhi, that's when the battle starts. Because the battle is to remember Waheguru in every breath, even though you're living in the world, even though everything is around you, but Maharaj is saying, fight, Kam, Kro, Doma, God. Be totally free from this. It's a big battle. And that's why it says, Khalsa Sohi Nit Kare Jang. Khalsa is not, you can't fight on the battlefield every day. Yeah? You get tired. But in your mind, you've got a daily battle. Nitya Kare Jang. They have to fight that. And that's why it says in Gurbani ki Nitya Nitya Rak Urtaru. So Nitne, this is our weapons, you see. Every day we have that Gyan Khadag. Gyan Khadag means the sword of Gyan. Every day Maharaj is saying, pick up that Gyan Khadag and start fighting. So, I'm sure I made loads of mistakes. I'm just going to sing through one small shabad.
Simare mana, Simare mana, Simare mana, Simare mana, Ram naam chitare. चितारे सिमरना राम नाम चितारे सिमरना बस रहे हृदय गुर चरण प्यारे चरण प्यारे बस रहे हृदय गुर चरण प्यारे चरण प्यारे सिमर मना सिमर मना सिमर मना राम नाम चितारे सिमर मना राम नाम चितारे सिमर मना फूले मार जिन है बताया ऐसा गुर वड पागी पाया फूले मार जिन है बताया ऐसा गुर वड पागी पाया ऐसा गुर वड पागी पाया ऐसा गुर वड पागी पाया सिमर मना सिमर मना सिमर मना राम नाम चितारे सिमर सिमर मना सिमर मना सिमर मना सिमर मना राम नाम चितारे सिमर मना राम नाम चितारे सिमर मना बस रहे हृदय गुरु चरण प्यारे बस रहे हृदय गुरु चरण प्यारे बस रहे हृदय गुरु चरण प्यारे चरण प्यारे सिमर मना सिमर मना सिमर मना राम नाम चितारे सिमर मना राम नाम चितारे सिमर मना वाहे गुरु 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 वाहे
ऐसा गुरु बड़भागी पाया. This is the Guru we're searching for. Our Sadguru Nanak, who's come upon this earth to give us the true way. That's why it says in Rann Sahib, ऐसा सतगुरु जे मिले तिसनो सिर सौंपिए विचो आप जाए. If we find such a Guru, give yourself. Don't hold back. Give yourself to Guru, because this is Guru is for lucky ones. ऐसा गुरु बड़भागी पाया. We're so lucky to have Guru Nanak Ji's Bani here teaching us. I'm sure I made loads of mistakes. Pulna chuka maaf karni ji. Deho sajan asisriyan jo hove sahib se mere. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी